What's going on, everybody? Victor here. We are in a new location I've never been to before. We're in Port Canaveral, Florida with my buddy, Captain Joseph Sanchez of Rocket City Charters. And I'm excited because this is something I don't get to do very often, that is tackle big inshore fish. We got up nice and early, cruise ships in the background. I'm gonna let kind of Joseph take it away and tell us what our game plan is for today.
Yeah, so ideally today what we're gonna do is try to target some snook, maybe some big bull redfish. They've kind of finished up their spawn this time of year, so they're pretty aggressive and hungry. Water temperatures are cooling down. It's always a great time here on the Space Coast in the fall, so I'm excited to see what's in store for us today.
Let's do it, brother. And this is actually the very first time that you guys will see a video since the birth of our baby girl, Lily. She's at home, Brooke's watching her. So I'm a little rusty. I haven't been on camera in like a month, so I'm excited to get back out and get to work and show you guys a good time.
So this time of year, you know, these fish kind of transition their diet. Some days they want a croaker, other days they want a big shrimp, so we keep both. And what we could do is you throw one, I'll throw the other, and see what they want for breakfast.
All right.
So I'm sure you know, a croaker, they naturally want to swim down on their own, so we don't really need a weight. We are fishing a little bit deeper than other parts of the port, so we'll throw it a little bit up current of them, kind of let them float down, and just sweep through the current until you feel the bite. We do got a circle hook, so that natural intuition to set it is a tough thing to beat, but there you go. Give you that one to hang on to.
All right, croaker going out. It's like he was saying, croakers are such a good bait. I remember when we used to fish Juneau Pier back a lot in the day for snook. For some reason, fish go absolutely bonkers with croakers. It's because they make this crazy vibration when they're down there. Like if you see my rod tip, that bait just freaks out. And the kind of like lore or myth about croakers and snook is croakers are known to eat snook eggs. So I don't know if snook actually know that, but it makes sense from like a evolutionary standpoint to think that, you know, they're trying to defend their young. So we're just over here flatlining. He's got his side scan on, marked a bunch of snook already, so we're gonna give this a shot. But Joseph's been sending me pictures all week. He's been on some really good bites. Big bull redfish, a lot of overslot snook, slot snook, kind of out there.
Yeah, they're about 30 feet off the boat there.
Okay. So this spot is mainly snook, and then your reds are...
Yeah, so the redfish, they're about a mile offshore, about 35, 36 feet.
Oh, they're out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Don't got to go too far, but they've been hanging out there. You know, typically we'll start to see them push into the jetties and inside the port. It hasn't quite happened this year yet.
Can you fish from those jetties, like from land?
Yeah, this south side you can. You can get up onto this pier. The north side, this is all, you know, military base and stuff like that, so you can't get onto that beach. It's not a public access. It's definitely a cool fishery, especially this time of year, right before those water temperatures get just a little too cold. You know, those fish really fire up and do a heavy feed. That's how you figure stuff up. There he is. There he is.
There we go.
Oh, dang. Can't win them all.
Standard snook for
Yep.
Very standard snook bite. So for those of you guys who don't know, in Florida, snook are really special in the sense that there's not a lot of places in the world. Well, in the US, the only place you could really catch them is Florida. They do get them a little bit in Texas, like Southeast Florida, and where we're at the Space Coast is hands down the best place to target them.
That lateral line, they can feel every little thing from the bait to even your line. And so that's why I like to utilize circle hooks for the snook and tarpon. For one, to try to mitigate gut hooking anything with clients, and for two, to catch that perfect hook set right in the corner of the mouth. So if you drop down to say a 20-pound leader, you still have a chance at landing that fish.
Look at that, Dennis. Caught a sabiki.
Originally started by, I had a guy that was catching them to sell them.
Oh, I just got real nervous.
Tight.
Yep.
Keep them tight. There he is.
Stay away from that boom.
You're good. Go straight up and down with him. Straight up and down with him.
There's a boat next to us that also lost a snook. Been seeing a lot on the side scan. But man, these fish go crazy for those croakers. He's pinwheeling around the boat, Joseph. These fish fight super hard. It's a jack. We gotta start somewhere.
It's a jack, you said?
Yeah, it's a jack.
Oh, a jack.
Yeah. Well, you thought jack like it was a big fish. I knew those tail beats felt not like a snook.
All right.
10-pound jack will make you think you have a 4-inch snook on. Thought we had a nice snook on, but it's a good start to the day. These fish also fight extremely hard. I didn't want to say it. It wasn't really fighting like a snook. It was really digging deep, but cool little start to the day, and we'll let him go.
Let's see if we can get our hands on one of them big redfish.
On to the next one, Dennis. On to the next one. We're gonna switch spots. Man, I love these baits. Okay, listen. Let's see, I'm gonna hold this close to my mic. Come on, do it. Croak for me. Maybe a little belly rub. Ah, yeah. So imagine that down there enticing a fish. They're a really special bait. So we just ran out of the inlet about a mile, and this is where he's been catching a lot of the big bull redfish. There's like a little wreck out here, so a little heavier setups so we don't get broken off. But what's cool is, if you look right there, the name of Joseph's business is Rocket City Charters, and it's for a reason. That's where a lot of the rockets are launched out of. And I don't know this, but is that where like SpaceX and stuff goes out of?
Yeah, SpaceX, NASA's out there, and if I'm not wrong, I believe all of the manned space missions since '68 have been right here out of Cape Canaveral.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
So you have when they're doing the rocket launches, like, can you come out here? Do they like block it off?
They do have a restricted area,
Yeah.
so you do have to keep your distance.
Can you imagine you're on a charter and you get to see one of Elon's rockets go into the atmosphere? That'd be pretty cool. Okay, so what we're doing is there's this little just piece of structure that Joseph likes to fish, which he catches redfish on sometimes. And we got a wide variety of baits. We got those croakers, pinfish, and shrimp. And a lot of times when fish are lazy, they don't want to chase down, you know, a hard bait. But a shrimp, pretty slow moving, so that's what we had success with. We've just been kind of working this area because we're kind of like right on top of the structure, so casting to the left of the boat, the right of the boat, behind it, just all different areas, trying to see where these fish are kind of staged up to get a feel for it.
All over the place, but I went up into the mountains.
I'm hooked up.
There you go. Burn them, burn them. Create some distance.
On the shrimp. It feels decent, Joseph.
Nice fish.
Yeah.
Good work, Victor.
They didn't want the croaker. We put on a shrimp. Joseph said, let's try something new, and we're out here outside of the inlet. Feels like a big, good fish. They ate a really big shrimp. I love it. I love it. So we've been fishing, it's like 3 days after the full moon. So when I was talking to Joseph about coming up, you know, fishing around a full moon is always a really big gamble. Sometimes it could be really good, and other times it could be really slow, because the theory is when the moon's big, a lot of these snook and redfish, they'll feed all night long, so they kind of get lockjaw during the day. And what he was saying is, you know, midday should really pick up. We had a nice snook on in the morning. Now the sun's coming up, the clouds are kind of disappearing, and they're starting to bite for us, hopefully. I mean, it feels like a red. It's digging. It's got that bulldog, you know, that real heavy head. Yeah,
there it
is. Redfish. There
Look at that.
is. Nice.
That is a healthy one. Oops. There he is.
Woo! Woo! That's a
Right
stud,
on, man.
dude.
Good work.
Let's go.
All right.
I can't tell you the last time I caught a redfish. I think it's been like 6 years. No joke.
Look at that. You had her by the skin of her teeth. Just barely.
You know they're big when they got their own remora.
What a cool.
Beautiful bull redfish. It's really a shame we don't have these down where I live, because this is one fish I would love to be able to target. They fight really good. You guys see that mouth, that downward facing mouth? They really like to dig their head, so they're super hard fighters. And they're really beautiful too. In Florida, these are a little bit too big to keep for us. This is not a slot size, but I'll take it any day. Nice 40+ inch redfish. Gorgeous fish, thanks to my man Joseph over here, Rocket City Charters.
Absolutely, man. That's a fish of a lifetime for many people. A fish that big, I would guesstimate to be around, 8 years old or so.
Yeah. No, they're really cool looking, and yeah, I mean, I'm just a happy man. It's been a long time since I caught a redfish. We grinded it out, and hopefully it's the start of many more for us here.
So a cool thing about these redfish is they're juvenile fish. You can see this spot right here on their tail. That acts as a sort of a defense mechanism, so the predators will attack their tail rather than their head, and it gives them a little bit higher chance of survival.
Like a false eye, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and what's cool too is every redfish has a little bit of a different black dot on their tail. They all get different patterns. Some of them have a bunch of spots, don't they?
They do. In fact, I caught one the other day with a perfect smiley face on his tail. It was really, really neat. Cool fish, man. We'll get her back and hopefully get another one.
Yeah. I'm gonna let this beautiful girl go home now.
Good work.
That felt good. That felt good. What started out as a slow morning, that made it worth the drive right there. Gonna get baits back out. That's all you need. You need one fish to get you fired up. Dennis was taking a little nap. I don't blame him. He only slept an hour and a half. It's about a 3-hour drive for us to get up here, so we gotta get back out. These are such clean looking shrimp. So yeah, which is crazy. Down where we live in Pompano Beach, we don't have a shrimp fishery. You have it on the Gulf side of Florida, and over here, like as we've just been sitting out of the inlet, there's a ton of shrimp boats out here, which I didn't know that there was a local shrimp fishery. And Joseph said that the shrimp that he buys from the bait shop is all locally caught shrimp, which is pretty cool. I'm getting thumped. They want that shrimp, dude. They want that shrimp. They're being real lazy. Real lazy. 2 for 2 now on shrimp. And Joseph's fishing a croaker, so it looks like shrimp is the move. It's crazy how you present this juicy live croaker to them, and sometimes they're just keyed in on one bait, Feels very similar to the last fish. I could tell Joseph's a fishy dude. He likes to fish hard. That's why he brings a wide variety of baits, because if you come out here, you only bring pinfish or something and not eating it, you're gonna get skunked. You gotta have a wide variety of stuff, always present different techniques and baits. That's how you get it done.
Especially this time of year, they can transition what they want to eat.
Yep.
Shrimp we're kind of in that transitionary period from fall to winter, and so they primarily stick to a shrimp diet.
Yeah, because in the winter, that's what's around mostly, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Looks like another great fish.
Mm-hmm. And guess what? There's no boats around us. You got this little honey hole to yourself.
Yes, sir.
Man, they fight hard. You see those just erotic jerks of the rod tip? They love digging that head in.
Fish.
Another gorgeous one. They just throw that head around.
There it is.
Yes, sir. Oh, this one's got a spot like midway up him too.
Yeah.
I think this one's even bigger than the last one.
I think that's an upgrade.
Yeah.
That's a good fish.
So redfish will go all the way up to the Carolinas, Virginia. This fish got a much more pronounced black spot on its tail, and it also has one kind of midway up, right over there. There we go, redfish number 2, another beauty. And this guy's got a spot right there in his midsection. He's also had one on this side, right by his pec fin. A lot of respect for these fish. Hard fighting, Wish he was a little smaller so we could eat him. I love me some redfish on the half shell. They're some of the best eating inshore fish. But another beauty. If you guys want a trip like this of your own, hit up my boy, Rocket City Fishing Charters. He doesn't just do Cape Canaveral. He'll go all the way from Sebastian up to here, so he covers the entire Space Coast. Puts the boat on the trailer, black drum, snook, trout, redfish. This man does it all inshore. I'm bit. Oh, I dropped it.
You're live.
Oh, maybe that's what happened.
It almost feels like. There you go.
Yep. See, that's what happened. The shrimp is the truth, man. What does everything in the ocean eat? A shrimp. Swordfish, kingfish, redfish, everything. No better bait. Dude, it's exactly like you said. So Joe fished yesterday and he said, watch, we're gonna get our bites an hour after when he was here yesterday, and just like clockwork, tides later an hour every day. They might have been here all day, you know, we marked them, but they just start biting. It's always funny how fish do that. You know, you present a nice bait to them, but they have their ways. They might have ate all morning and then they take a little break and now they're ready for lunch.
That one's got a little brighter color
Yeah,
to him.
he's more red. Real red back.
Circle hook right in the corner of the mouth.
Really red.
There it is.
Dude, you make it
Hey,
easy.
They keep getting
You
bigger.
make it easy.
What a
2
fish.
spots on the tail. What do I say? 3 redfish in 1 hour. When you got a good captain, you got a good captain. So if you guys look over here, redfish are known to eat a lot of things, and one of their favorite things to eat is crabs. So if you look deep in their mouth, on the roof of his mouth and his tongue, he's got a crusher, which will crush crabs. They have no problem eating crabs. And I think they also center around oyster bars. They'll eat a lot of different shellfish and things. They feed on a wide variety of stuff. And the funniest thing is, it doesn't really happen around here, but they will act in a crazy topwater fashion where they'll hit poppers and stuff, and you'll see these huge schools on the beach. It happens in different parts of the world where they'll just chase bait on top, which is funny to see because they got that downwards facing mouth. But another gorgeous redfish. And if you notice, this one's got a lot brighter of a pattern. He's more gold than the other ones. And every single one so far has had different spots. This one's got 2 spots on the tail. The first 2 we caught only had 1 spot. So another redfish to be released. Dennis says, I'm such a bad boss. I was so nice enough to let him fish.
Vic's very tired, so.
I mean, they're big fish. What am I gonna say? Let's see if he still got it. He doesn't fish much these days.
No, I don't.
So if you guys see some shaky footage, that is on me. All right, so this is one of the shrimp boats I was telling you guys about. Obviously he's not shrimping right now. I think they shrimp mainly at night, but they just kind of hang around the inlet all day. Always birds on the whatever beams those are. Oh no, he does have his nets in the water, doesn't he? He got something in the water. So if they're pulling for shrimp right here and we're fishing right here, obviously that's what the redfish are feeding on. It's a real subtle bite. It's not like an aggressive thump. That looked like it.
Almost looks like he's charging the boat. I think he's tight. No?
What?
Oh, whiting.
A baby redfish slash whiting. Drop that thing down.
Listen, the true skill comes when you catch the rare fish among the others. You just caught what? 2 big reds, and I caught this one.
Hey, I believe it's 3 big reds.
Three big reds.
They say they're good eating.
They're really good eating. So they look like a redfish. They have kind of the same body profile, but they don't get very big. Okay, so we just ran back inshore. We wanted to do 2 things today. Catch some redfish, which we did, and catch some snooks. So we're kind of here at the mouth of the port, and that boat right there, that's actually Joe's buddy, Cody. And they just caught a slot snook, so that's the the gears we're gonna be doing now. So same kind of thing, still fishing shrimp, croakers and stuff, and just kind of letting it flow with the current here. It's November, and with the holiday season coming up, I know everybody's looking for gifts. You guys always hear me talk about my sunglasses, Waterlinkos. I absolutely love them, been rocking them for the last 3 years. And if you guys are looking for a great gift to give someone, they make kids sunglasses, women's sunglasses, and you guys can actually save a little money. Use my coupon code Landshark. I'll have it linked on the screen here. As well as, if you guys don't know, so Clay Cowart, Life by the Bow, this is actually his company, Avail Gear. Started wearing his clothes about a year ago, and I can honestly tell you it is the comfiest performance gear you'll ever put on your skin. Gotta have a hood in Florida with that sun. This morning was pretty cold, but right now the sun's way overhead. Always got my buff on, protect my skin. So if you guys are looking for some gift ideas this year for that special someone, check out Avail Gear and Waterlinko. All right, we're on. We are on. Dropped. Ooh, I'm gonna lighten that drag a little bit. We dropped leader size to 30 pound, fishing a croaker, and I think I got a snook on. Not fighting like that jack earlier. Pretty crazy how, oh, he's a baby. Pretty crazy how the bite just turned on midday like that. Acrobatic snook. Nice job, nice job. So in Florida, we're allowed to keep these fish, but they have to be between 28 and 32 inches, which you would think that doesn't give you a lot of wiggle room, but it's a pretty common size for us to catch. This fish is gonna be a little bit short of that, but they're here and they're hungry and they're eating. And see, even a snook that size will fray your leader like crazy.
So yeah, a snook has a pretty pronounced lateral line. This black line going down their side here helps them feel vibrations, everything from your line to the bait wiggling in the water, and you know, even in dirty water they can sort of sense that in a way without seeing it. So a pretty cool fish, and let's see if we can get a bigger one.
Come on, come on. He was swimming at me the whole time.
Oh,
you too?
Yeah.
It's kind of tricky. Sometimes you get a bite and those croakers will pull really hard to where you think you have a fish on, but I'm all frayed up. Definitely swam towards me.
There he is. There he is. Good fish.
That
got
might
the
be a
net.
slot. Where's the net at?
That right hatch.
Look at his tail, it's all beat up. That could be a slot,
I
maybe.
believe so.
28 on the dot.
28
Pinch
and
the
a
tail.
half.
Oh, he is 28.
29.
Woo!
Right on, fellas.
We got our dinner fish.
That's right.
Not a bad day. 3 reds, 2 snooks so far. One's getting greased for the ice box.
It's a great fish. A little bit of a beat up tail, but I'm sure he'll eat just fine.
Oh yeah. One thing I love about this job, I get to meet a lot of cool people, including Joseph. And the number one question I think I get asked whenever I meet fans or different captains, they're like, what's your favorite trip? Or like, what's the coolest place you've ever fished? And I thought about it really hard, and I gotta say it's Florida. Our fishery is so well regulated. We have so many different species, and people always have this thought that the further they go, the more exotic, that it's just gonna be like this profound fishery, but we have an incredible fishery here. I mean, 3 hours south of us, the offshore fishing is great. You go offshore here, you have huge red snapper, gag grouper. Inshore, you got all these beautiful redfish and snook, triple tail, black drum. You go inshore, you got peacock bass, clown knifefish. Florida is also one of the best states for bass fishing in general. We got it pretty much made in between inshore and offshore. So I think people are always a little surprised when I say, being from Florida and being a coastal guy, that this is my favorite place to fish on earth, but it's true. It really is. There's no place like home. Oh, I'm bit. Oh, I'm on. Feels like a good fish. Woo! Oh no, man, that was a good fish. It's the most snook you caught in one day.
Probably in the upper 20 digits,
Damn.
yeah.
That's incredible. Oh my gosh, it was literally underneath the boat. That was fast.
He's
That
fast
was
on
a
the
fast
feet.
bite. Holy smokes. I just put that bait out. Incredible how these fish just turned on. Feels like a good one. The bait slid up the line. Yeah, baby. Definitely feels like a bigger fish, bigger than the first one. That might be your 32-inch slot right there.
That one looks
Slightly over.
a little bit over. There it is.
Nice work. Nice net job.
I think she's a little over.
Yeah.
That's a good fish. Heck
Rip
yeah.
some drag, man. Rip some drag.
The power of these fish is incredible, man. And you
Yep.
always have that factor in the back of your mind. Is it going to fray me off? You know,
Yeah.
but you don't want to fight it too hard at the same time, so it keeps you on your toes.
Snook just look like the fanciest fish of them all. They just look so clean. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
look like high-class fish.
That fish is 34. Good call.
Mhm.
Right on the money.
So 2 inches too big, but we already got one in the box. So, ow, man, this guy bit me hard. So 2 inches too big, 34-inch fish, super clean. And these snook right now, they're post-spawn. So our snook in Florida, they will breed from like May through August all around the inlets. And this time of year, they're really trying to fatten themselves up as much as possible before they not really go dormant in the winter, but they get really lazy, lethargic. They're not focused on breeding or feeding. They're just kind of just working off those fat reserves. So you'll see they're really skinny this time of year. Whereas the summer snook, they got these huge inflated bellies from all the food they eat, as well as the roe. And what's interesting about snook, when they get to a certain size, all snook are born as males and all the females are the big breeder fish. A lot of fish actually do it, and snook are one of them. Dude, another one that was just sitting on it.
Jump out of your way.
Snook are acting real funny. The last two fish bit it really kind of haphazardly, and they just kind of sat on it. Another thing I love, catching fish on light tackle.
Nothing like hearing that drag sing.
No, there's no better sound. This is feeling awful slotty. What?
She looks close.
Nice. Oh, that's a slot.
That's a slot.
That's a slot. That's going to be 30, between 31 and 33. That's a short, fat fish. He's chunky. Worth the drive. Worth the 3-hour drive. Hey, just so you know, me and Dennis spent like an entire week fishing the all around off the beach to catch one snook.
Really?
And we've caught way more in one day today. Found one. So this one's really light too. So when these snook get in the backcountry and mangroves, they'll get really bronze, kind of gold, brownish, but these snook that are closer to the beach and inlet are very white in color.
Uh-oh, that one's gonna see Victor on the kitchen table.
Aha!
30 inches.
So much fatter than the other one we got on the cooler. It's crazy. Oh, look at his,
Got a fish stuck in his...
something. He's gotten all deformed. His throat's deformed. That's always so cool. All right, we got to give a huge shout out to Captain Joseph. Incredible day. You know, it started out a little slow, but that's the way fishing goes, and he called it. He goes, watch, we're gonna get on that midday bite with that full moon, and 3 stud redfish, 4 snook total, 1 over, 1 under, 2 for the dinner table. I can't thank you enough, man.
Hey, absolutely, man. It was a pleasure.
It really was. We met at iCast like 2 years ago, I want to say, 3 years ago, and we've been talking on Instagram, and he invited us out, and this job is a dream come true because I get to meet great people like this and fish in all different fisheries, and this guy really knows what he's doing when it comes to the Space Coast inshore stuff. So if you guys want to book a charter, like I said, what's the website?
It's rocketcitycharters.com, or you can find me on any of my socials. It's Rocket City Charters on Facebook and Instagram. So love to share a day out here on the Space Coast with you guys.
All right, so we'll see you guys back in Pompano. I got something really special in the backyard which you guys have never seen before. It has to do with cleaning fish, so I'm stoked to share that with you guys, so I'll see you there. All right, guys, I want to introduce you to someone very special. We got baby Lily. She's been cooking in the oven for a long time, and Brooke did an amazing job and gave us a beautiful little baby girl. She's happy, she's healthy, loves to cry, loves to poop, loves to do all baby stuff, but she's been a real blessing. And we got 2 new things to show you. We got our baby and we got this beautiful killer dock, and Brooke and I are so happy to become parents and share this whole adventure with you guys. And everyone's like, when are you gonna take her fishing? Still a little small, but she will be out there soon. She's gonna be on a surfboard, she's gonna learn to swim, we're gonna take her to do all the favorite things we like to do. And she's behaving real good on camera right now, isn't she? Can you say hi?
Say, I always behave good, Dad.
Not always.
This is her first fish. Bring it over so she can smell it.
Lily's not gonna like this.
Don't
Lily,
get it
it's
on
a
us.
snook. She's more interested with sucking on your arm.
Look, it's a snook.
Lily, look.
Do you see it? Do you see it?
Her shirt says, I'm the cutest catch. Our friend Laura made this for us,
I'm the
and
cutest catch.
it's her first time wearing it. All right, Lily, this is how it's done, all right? Just to show you guys something. Look at the size difference of these 2 fish. They were only about 1 inch apart. These are both slot snooks, so in Florida they gotta be 28 to 32 inches. This fish is so much fatter. Incredible. You can see this fish is very much post-spawn and getting real skinny for the winter. We're gonna fillet the small one first. A lot of big exciting news. So if you guys don't know, we bought a house on the water, got the boat, got the lift, got the dock right now. And there's this company called Killer Dock that reached out to us a long time ago. And I really wanted to work with them, but we didn't have a house on the water. And Brian had his beautiful fillet table. So I reached back out to them, and the boys came and set it up for us. And this thing is a beast. I'll just walk you guys through it real quick. We got this gorgeous light bar. We got our fish hooks, which are gonna be really cool. Lily can put all her yellowtails and snapper up there one day. A really big 6.5 foot starboard section to fillet your fish on. They have a bunch of different options. You can do like little tunnels that get rid of your fish scraps that go directly into the water, but we were able to just get away with the slots, the slits. We got a little fold out shelf right there. You can put your Ziploc bags in, knives, and we don't have the plumbing hooked up to it yet because we just got it installed. Got to have the plumber come, but look at this, 2 hose nozzles on each side, a cup holder, and the attention to detail with this company, they even put in a little knife sharpener, which is really cool. All aluminum construction, so it's gonna last for years and years to come. Beautiful overhang that's pitched so it doesn't hold water, keeps you nice and in the shade. And yeah, I'm in love with this thing, and it's a real blessing to be able to fillet it. So we got our snook. Going in with a 7-inch Dextreme Max Flex knife. And let's fillet this guy up. So the real special thing, I know I sound like a broken record, but if you have ever gotten to eat this fish, you are really lucky, because in the United States, Florida is one of the only places you can catch them, and only licensed fishermen can harvest these fish. You'll never find it on a menu, you'll never find it in a market, because they are not a commercially harvested fish. If you go to South America, Central America, Mexico, you can find it there. It's much less strict with their regulations, and they do have a commercial fishery for them. They're a really mild fish, kind of gives you a real clean slate or canvas to work on. They kind of take on any flavor that you throw at them, and they're really good for ceviche, sushi, grilled, baked, kind of whatever you want. You see a real white meat, almost no bloodline. Now we're gonna skin our snook. These fish are also nicknamed soap fish because apparently the skin tastes like soap, which I have never tested myself, but that's what all the old timers say. It's one fish you don't want to eat the skin of. But look at this. See, they don't have a crazy bloodline. It's very, very thin. So I'm just gonna make some final cuts, and I got a really special lunch planned. I'll see you guys in the kitchen. Snook on the sheet pan, and we're gonna be very simple. Only 2 things going on our snook. It's gonna be olive oil. Okay, we're just gonna make sure that both sides of our fish are covered in that olive oil. All right, next up, just some Badia lemon pepper seasoning. Never really use it, but I wanted to do something different for today's recipe. Lemon pepper snook sounds good to me. Pasta salad, which I don't think I've ever made on the channel before, so just cook the pasta, let it chill, brush it with some olive oil, and then in here, we're gonna combine all these things. We got chickpeas, scallions, tomatoes, feta cheese, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, and that is it. All right, nice and simple. We're gonna do a generous amount of salt on the whole thing, as well as some dried Italian seasoning. So you got oregano, parsley, those kinds of flavors. Nice, healthy lunch. Okay, and then we're gonna do the juice of 1 lemon. Catch the seeds with the other hand. A little trick if you don't know, but if you got cuts on your fingers, it's never fun. And then a little more lemon flavor, we're gonna just zest the outside of our lemon. It's a great way to get lemon flavor into your dish without adding too much acidity, so it's not too sour. All right, what's better than feta cheese? More cheese, so don't judge it. Kraft Parmesan cheese is still good. Some Kraft Parmesan, as well as, you guys know I gotta throw some type of garlic in the dish, so good amount of garlic in there as well. So we're gonna make a finishing sauce for our snook when it comes off the grill. Going into a saucepan with some butter. A couple cloves of minced garlic, as well as some scallion. Not gonna cook it long, just trying to get rid of that raw flavor of both. Just wanted to cook those for about 2 minutes. Now I just have some chicken stock going in here, bring it all together so it's not too fatty. And that's just gonna be poured right on top of our snook. All right, we're out here. We got the recteq smokestone griddle fired up. Beautiful grill. Gonna go on with some avocado oil on the flat top. All right, we're gonna flip our snook now. It's got a little color on there. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, they're done. I'm gonna take off the thinner pieces first. All right, we're gonna go in with our pasta salad first. Made way too much for 5 people, but it's all right. We got some big eaters here. Okay, look at this piece of fish. That lemon pepper seasoning looks real nice on there too. So pasta salad, fish, and then we're gonna go on with that finishing sauce right on top of our fish. Oh yeah, look at that.
This snook is delicious. This is one fish that you can't get in a restaurant or buy it in a store. You have to either catch it yourself or know somebody that knows how to catch them. I haven't had snook in a long time, and my mouth was watering just thinking about it. And it's so delicious. This is going to be an amazing lunch.
I just had my first few bites, and snook is a kind of fish that I think always impresses. I don't think I've ever heard someone say they don't like snook. There's probably a lot of people who haven't had it, but if you get the pleasure of getting it on your plate, I think you'll enjoy snook. And I think it's a fun fish to target because of the way you have to catch them. And like always, it looks amazing, but it tastes even better.
Well, this was the first cook that we've had in, what, like a month?
A month.
Victor fished just before Lily was born, and now he got to go fishing again. So it was very good to have some fresh fish for the first time in a month. And she's taking a nap right now. Victor wanted to go wake her up so she could say bye to you guys, but don't worry because you'll see her in a lot of videos.
Yeah.
But it was very, very good. Honestly, the last time we had snook, I thought this one tasted so much better than the last time. I don't know if...
Because this time it was on the recteq.
Is that why?
Mm-hmm.
The grill that we cooked it on, it was just really, really good. And that little bit of that butter that to just finish it off was the perfect finishing thing. So you can do that on any kind of fish, not just snook. It was very delicious. So good job.
Thank you. Lily Bean. Say bye-bye.
Victor went and woke her up from her nap.
No, I did not. Say
Just
bye.
to say bye. Now she's going to be grumpy. She says bye.
Say bye. She's cute even when she's grumpy. Look at these little toes. Isn't this just the most precious thing you've ever seen? Me and Brooke have just been stuck in our cabin for a month and it never gets old. You just look at her and you're just so happy and always puts a smile on your face.
She said she's ready to go fishing.
Yes. Joseph, so the guy we fished with, actually sent me a screenshot yesterday and said that he already booked a trip from Instagram, which is awesome to see that you guys actually get to enjoy the captains that we fish with. So if you guys want an amazing trip, he's a really cool dude, and we'll put you on the fish. Check him out, Rocket City Charters. Link below. Till the next one, see ya.